We're going to be dealing with a serious topic this morning. In fact, we're in Matthew chapter 6. I want us to read the first part of this verse in verse 13. Matthew 6, verse 13. And I want us to focus on this and to think about the attitude, the direction, and if there's an adjustment in our own thinking today, I want us to be open to that. Matthew chapter 6, verse 13, the first part says, "And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil." My wife has a saying. There are times when my 12-year-old boys may be doing stuff in the house. Maybe they're wrestling or whatever. And you can ask them who starts it usually. They can tell you who starts all those things. But there are times when they may knock something off the wall or possibly break something. And as soon as that happens, they say to my wife, they say, "Mommy, I'm sorry, we didn't mean to do that. We didn't mean to do that." And my wife responds, and maybe you've heard this from your parents in the past, "Did you mean not to do it?" Anybody ever hear that from parents? Okay, yes, somebody, okay. "Did you mean not to do it?" And you're like, well, what's the difference there? I didn't mean to do it, or I didn't mean not to do it. There's intentionality in that. She's asking, did you make it a priority to avoid knocking it off or breaking it? Now, as we come to the Lord's Prayer here, we see the Lord is teaching His disciples. In fact, we call it the Lord's Prayer, but really, it's the disciples' prayer. Jesus is teaching His disciples how to pray. And if you want to back up a little further, Matthew chapters 5 through 7 is in the section we call the Sermon on the Mount. And this is the most well-known message that Jesus preached, but it's probably the most misunderstood of all.